What's up, y'all? Are the aliens here yet? Because responsibilities, I'm over them. I'm over them. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're getting stuff done to our house. Yeah, fun. People around. I have to let down my windows. I don't see contractors. I wish I knew how to do all that stuff myself, honestly. I hate paying people to do stuff that I feel like I can do myself, but my patience level, as soon as I mess up, the whole project's ruined. I'm just gonna just destroy the whole thing. Like, I am no artist, and I am no, painting's cool till it gets boring. I'm more like a splatter technique person, but it all seems like doable. You see these people, they play their little music, they're cutting, they're sawing, they're gluing, and I'm like, I can do that. And then I start doing it, and I make one little mistake, and then it just keeps going downhill, and everything's sticky, and there's mess, and your nails, and your hair, and I don't like doing the protective gear, and it's just annoying. So, I don't know. But, yeah, getting that done. Had Chinese food today. And pray for my stomach. Every time before you get ready to eat Chinese food, it's a prayer. Any food, for real, for that matter. But Chinese food is just something off. I think I gave my dog most of the meat, so she ate really good today. Other than that, y'all, I ain't did that much but talk to y'all. Finish my brownies. Those brownies is slapping. I said I'm gonna make something different this week, but those brownies are hitting. Yeah, the Vikings played the 49ers today. They won with an interception with 25 seconds to go. I watched that game, lost. I lost again this week, fantasy. I'm not even gonna comment on it. At this point, I don't even care. I'll keep trying, I guess. What can you do? All you can do is try. I benched players that have scored 40-something points. That's just been my luck this year. I was expecting something in the mail this week, and my mail person didn't deliver it because there was a car, I guess, parked by the mailbox. These new age mail people act like they're too good to get out of the car. It is the most annoying thing. Like, who do y'all think? Like, if I could literally pay FedEx or UPS, yeah, and not the United States Postal Service to deliver my mail, I would, because I cannot stand the post office. I really can't. They're not good for nothing no more, I promise you. Like, the post office, you can't even go change your address no more. It's a whole thing. You have to, show an ID, get some stuff notarized. It's a whole process. The post office, when Trump was bankrupting them, I was agreeing with it. Bankrupt them fools. I'm over them. And mail is important. We want our mail. We want it on time. We want you to get out the car. Y'all can't get out the car, and Amazon getting out the car. This is why y'all going down. And I'm going to be here for it. So if you're a postal worker listening to this, I don't care. Throw all the mail away. I'll get my mail from somewhere else. Yeah, don't do that. But you know what I mean. Y'all getting on my nerves, which y'all act like y'all can't get out y'all vehicles. Let's see. Biden says no ceasefire in Israel, Hamas war until the hostages are released. Okay, Biden. Sounds like a great plan. Louisiana superfog causes massive car crash, killing 2 and injuring dozens. Dang. Fog is annoying. Ex-NASA employee or NSA employee admits to trying to sell top secret information for Russia. But speaking of NASA just sent a software update to a spacecraft 12 billion miles away. Y'all believe that? Do y'all really believe that? Because we just gotta believe whatever they say, right? Walmart shoppers say they are fed up with the store's self-checkout system. I don't even use it because I ain't trying to go to jail. So, y'all brave to keep messing with that self-checkout. I'm not doing it. They ain't about to get me. They ain't getting me talking about I left something in the basket or something crazy. Mama 2 shoots back at home invaders when she's shot and killed. Dang. Dang, my love. What's that? George Santos is somehow still a part of Congress, but he still lied about stuff. He said that he told a New York Times reporter that his niece was kidnapped by a Chinese communist, but an official said he made it up. That dude is still, he's in the perfect place, Congress. Another GOP bombshell about Joe Biden turns out to be a dud. I'm not even going to read it then. It's a dud. More Israel news. Trump compares himself to Nelson Mandela as he rails against criminal charges against him. I think he posted a picture of himself next to Jesus, but that seems about right for Trump. The GOP is still not able to find anybody for their speaker. They just don't like each other. And I get it. Could you imagine having to vote one of your coworkers as head speaker on your behalf? It wouldn't work, because literally it's always something about that person that you're they're gonna suck at that. So I get it. Let's see what else we got. For people who can't stop biting their nails or picking their skin, a new study suggests that a simple technique could help. I'm not even about to read it, y'all. Former Texas A&M coach Kevin Sumlin, now a co-OC at Maryland, arrested for DUI over the weekend in Hillsborough. Somehow for his race they put in. Don't know what that means. For some reason that made news. I would think it wouldn't mean what they're insinuating. Let's see what else we got here, y'all. I got my glasses on and it's pinching my nose. Sometimes I listen back on these things and I'm dang, my nose is stopped up. Not even be. It's crazy how you don't pay attention. I really sometimes hate listening back. Here's the funniest part. My mom listens to my podcast. Shout out to my mom. And I know when I talk about and I don't talk about sex, Mom. I'm just reading the sex. I just comment on it, but I know it's funny. Listen, this is how entertaining I'm trying to be for y'all, that I know my mom is listening to this and sex is being talked about sometimes, because these people on Reddit, Mom, that's what they talk about, is sex. And I don't know, that's what they doing out in here. That's how they doing it, Mama. I'm gonna try to stay away from it as much as I can. Just a little minor insertion. My husband listens to this too, and he has his 2 cents as well. Gotta love it. My best friend. Shout out to you guys. So, yeah. Love it. Love the feedback. It's always great. So, Paris Hilton reassures critics that her son is healthy following negative comments about his head. And this baby do got a big old water head, y'all. His head is huge, but that's typical. He'll probably be a smart little guy, but he definitely looks like Stewie. Let's see what else we got here, y'all. This lady went viral for refusing a cheesecake date, and I don't know why she's getting so much 15 minutes of fame over this, but she refused to get out of the car at Cheesecake Factory, and like I said, it is still being talked about. This is how much I'm ready for some aliens to really come out of hiding because we're bored. We are so bored that we are making mountains out of molehills. An Alaskan Airlines pilot is hit with 83 counts of attempted murder after trying to turn off the plane's engine mid-flight. 44-year-old Joseph hopped on a Horizon Airlines flight headed to Seattle to San Francisco. He sat in a jump seat, a seat typically occupied by pilots and airline staff members when a flight is oversold. These seats most times are found in the flight deck area of the plane where the pilot sits. While in the seat, Emerson tried to shut off the engine of the plane. Fortunately, the pilot and first officer were able to stop him in time. After the incident, the flight was diverted to Portland. But I'm like, how did he get in there? Is my question. Riding planes is a dangerous place, y'all. But we do it all the time. So the internet was kind of tore up about this viral clip of Monique, the comedian, explaining why she calls her husband her daddy. She says he's raising her. Let's take a listen.
A lot of black women would say, why do you call him daddy? Because he's raising me. He's raising me. My father probably stopped giving me what I needed when I was around 13 years old. So now you got a woman that's 13, and now I'm 35, and now I got a bunch of money, what we consider to be a bunch of money. Let me just be real clear about that, okay? Now I got this money. Now I'm taking care of everybody. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna make me grow up? But when that man, when we were just best friends, and when we got together, this is what he said to me. He said, when we were best friends and you were married to other men, you were not my responsibility. You were my sister, but not my responsibility. As my wife, you are my responsibility. And
that's the end of the clip. The Lord is raising me. The Lord is my father. And so I look to the Lord for instruction. I like Monique. I get what she's trying to say. But just like I wouldn't want to raise a man, I wouldn't want a man raising me. But that's just me. Like, I know a lot of y'all like to call your husband daddy, poppy, all the above. I can't. That's not my ministry. I'm good on that. Like I said, God is my father. So I look at that. So somebody said, does he call you his daughter because he's raising you? Monique, just because it sounds poetic don't mean you're right. He is her father. Her real father gave her away in marriage. Her husband made an oath to continue to father her. Interesting take. Monique, he is not your dad. He's your husband. That's it. That's all. Hey, my love. Hell no still. Raising you, girl, you're 50. There's nothing left to raise. I was thinking raising was the wrong word. Your husband is helping you grow. You already raised yourself. Also, a lot of women call their man daddy. I mean, your father literally passed you off to the man in marriage. Yeah. I see what she was trying to say. It just, I don't like that because I wouldn't want to mother a man either. So, I get it, but it sounds weird when you say it out loud. So Tyrese's ex-wife says that she would have never divorced him if people weren't in her ear. And Tyrese is, of course, upset about it. And I'm not even going to play it because I've heard Tyrese cry so many times on this internet. I can't even do it. But his ex is definitely about to get her a little 15 minutes of fame. Maybe they'll go on one of them wedding shows or something. I don't know, y'all. Jay-Z weighs in this popular online debate that says take $500,000 or go to lunch with him, and he said take the $500,000. Of course, because it was never his idea. The fact that somebody came up with this thread is funny, and of course Jay-Z don't want to be bothered with y'all. Like, why? You have to understand, if you make it and you successful, if you choose to mentor somebody It ain't gonna be random people. The line is long picking your ear. I'm sure he got so many people that he's probably mentored or need to mentor that, yeah. Alright, y'all, let's get to these Reddits and let's see if these people are gonna talk about sex tonight. Cause, my mom's listening to this, guys. Let's see. This is what the women are talking about. Were you ever pressured to let the boy win? What does that even mean? My boomer wife mentioned that while she was in middle school, she was strongly encouraged by an older woman to let a boy win some competition to salvage his ego. I'll tell you this, my husband's very competitive. I just told y'all, we went bowling. He ain't gonna never let me win. Never. So when I beat him, I'm doing it on purpose. Somebody said, nope, that was definitely not something that happened in my family. Not me. Gen X here, yes, as a child it was pushed, but as a young person we saw the emergence of hell no culture. Yeah, maybe something back in those times, but yeah. How do you deal with men you're not interested in who keep persisting? Evade them at all costs. Like, try to get away from them, man. Someone says, I was talking to my ex who's having trouble with men who keep trying to date her even after being explicitly told she's not interested. Do you have any tips that will help women in this situation that's not involving hiding from the world? Yeah, you literally have to hide until they forget you. Sometimes, especially, people are crazy these days. I would recommend hiding. For real. Somebody says she might be doing all of the things every woman knows these things. Spell it out for them, shut it down, avoid them, call them out on their behavior. Like, some people just don't get it. Some men really think you don't know what's good for you. Like, that they're the one. It was really hard. So that's why, yeah, just go into hiding. For real. But someone said 2 ways I would personally go. If you two are still good friends, you say something to them as a man. Yeah, you can have him speak up. Have her tell him she's going to the police for harassment. I mean, sometimes you got to go to that extreme because these people these days is kind of kooky. Y'all like to ask the really stupidest stuff. Like, do you pee in the shower? So I'm just going to move over to the men because that was just a really stupid question, ladies. How many of you avoid women in the workplace? I suppose where a woman was sharing that she was disappointed with men in her office because their efforts to create a respectful professional distance from her led to her feeling like the outcast and not part of the group. I know in today's society it's definitely hard to do that because this is the Me Too era. And if I was a man, I'd probably avoid women too, but that's just me. Somebody said, when I was still in the office, I avoided everybody equally. I know that's right. I don't avoid women at work, and I work with mostly women, and I'm friends with many of my female women coworkers. I absolutely avoid flirting with women at work, not trying to spend the rest of my life in a very short career talking to HR. Yeah, it's sketchy out here right now. And listen, as being a woman that works with a lot of men, I get it too. I get that whole thing. And I don't be sad about it because it's like, we can be cool. We can like chit chat and then that's that. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to bro it out with you. What makes you look at a man and think, what a loser? Never accepts responsibility, always an excuse. Animal abuse. Proclaiming himself as an alpha. Has a kid with a woman and is totally absent in their life. He rants about how women are awful because they won't have sex with him. Putting other people down. The list is long. What is something young girls need to be taught about boys? They have feelings too. Guys are not mind readers. Don't be surprised when they hide their emotions if you mock them for showing them. Some men are dangerous, but vast majority are not. Not young, obviously, but I saw a lot of girls in high school get pressured into sleeping with a guy because he lied about how blue balls worked. I always thought a quick mention in health class should be at least that. Yeah, don't get pressured into sex, young girls. It's really not. They won't die if you don't give it to them. What is the situation you have almost no sympathy with? Shoot. The list is long. Very long. But any child abuse or domestic violence, I have no sympathy for how much time you get or whatever the consequences come to you. Let's see. A girl I knew from high school burglarized a house for drug money, got caught and was sentenced to pay restitution at a low amount over the course of several years. One day she started posting on Facebook begging people for money or she would go to jail, saying the judge had decided to make her pay the rest of the amount. When I checked the court documents, it turned out she had been telling a lie. She couldn't afford the payments, and when her victim checked on Miss Burglar's social media, she was posting about getting her hair and nails done and posting about that part in the comments got me blocked, but I think a few people got their money back. Yeah. When a parent abuses their child so much, their child eventually grows up and disowns them. Yeah. Abuse is like something I don't have no sympathy for you. Let's see what else. What is something from your childhood that no longer exists now? That list is long too. Atari, Sega Genesis, playing outside. Kids really don't do that no more. Yelling at somebody to get the phone. Yeah. I kind of still do, like, my phone's on the other side of the room. Friday night at Blockbuster. Yeah, that used to be kind of fun, even though I'm still I'm waiting on a Blockbuster lawsuit from them fees for real. It's cool spoons from cereal boxes. Wendy's salad bar. Calling your friend's house. Christmas bonuses. Some jobs still give those. Nickelodeon game shows. Toys from cereal boxes. When MTV actually played music. KB Toy Store. Public phone booth. Yeah, until you think about all the germs in those things. Yeah, the list is long. What is a predatory business that shouldn't be legal but is? A lot of these freaking emails and spamming and opening my email saying I'm horny. Why do I need to see this in my spam? How is this legal for you to send me this? Somebody said college textbooks, they will release an updated edition every semester, but the information doesn't change. And then after you spend a fortune on the books, the places that buy textbooks will give you like 5% of what you paid for it. Yeah, that's crazy. Rent to own. Yeah. Payday loan. Yeah, payday loans is crazy. Ticketmaster. Yeah, they out of control. Timeshares. Timeshares. Only good thing is you can get some cheap tickets from them fools, but telling them no is like you have to master it. healthcare insurance industry, telemarketing and cold calling, entire credit score industry. Yeah, y'all. It's really crazy out here. Taxes, period. Crazy. Alright, let's get with these story times.
This normal?
My husband has a high sex drive. I do not. What should we do? My husband kept me up all last night, clapping cheeks. Went round after round after round after round after round. Finally went to sleep. He got a nerve to text me. We running that back today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I need at least 3 days to recover from that session last night. Like, what do you mean? And then he gets mad at me. I'm not the problem. It's him. It's like every time he sees me, he's ready to go. Like, I can be in there making dinner. He'll try to find a way to ease me out of there and get me into the bedroom. I'm in there doing laundry. He'll come up behind me trying to get it in the laundry room. I'll be in there taking a poop. Out of nowhere, he'll come in there and try to put it in my face. Like, what is wrong with him? I'm not the problem. I'm not depriving him of sex. He just wants it all the time. I can't keep up. What should I do, y'all? Because at this point, I'm considering giving him a smash pass because it's that bad. Yeah, it's that bad. I can't keep up with this guy. I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm tired. My cervix needs a break. Seriously. I'm about to run away. I'm seriously about to run away. I can't. I don't know what else to do. Let me know, y'all. Is this normal? This can't be normal. Because if it is, my God, I don't know what else to do, y'all. I just know I'm tired today. Because he kept me up all last night. I'm tired. And he wants to do it again. Heck no. I think I'll stay over at my mom's tonight. I'm not going back to that house. Send help.
Ma'am, no, you ain't giving your husband no pass. Definitely not. And he do got a problem if he want to do it while you pooping. That's wild, but something ain't right. Y'all need to talk. You need to go to counseling or something. But giving him a pass, that is not going to resolve your issues, ma'am. You giving him the green light to go cheat.
Okay, we are back now with a warning about fake delivery texts that urge you to click a link to find out about a problem with a package only to steal your personal information when you do make that click. Ariel Reshef is here to tell us all about it. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning to you guys. Another day, another scam. Something to keep in mind when you are sending or receiving your mail. This scam luring you in by creating confusion about a lost package, and experts say it is so easy to fall for. This morning, a warning about a sales scam hitting your cell phone.
So don't click the USPS text you just got. It's a scam.
Text messages like this one claiming to be from USPS, saying that parcels cannot be delivered, prompting you to click that link to update your address information in time.
Several people I know thought that it was real, for sure.
That's what happened to small business owner Stacy Dominguez, who posted a photo of a similar text she received to her Facebook. It said the USPS package has arrived at the warehouse and cannot be delivered due to incomplete address information.
Scammers are coming out. The holidays are always a really bad time for scamming. So I wanted everybody to know not to fall for it.
The Better Business Bureau says their scam tracker sees an uptick in this type of scam around the holiday season.
It's all of the carriers, actually, because what the scammers are doing is they're trying to fool you into thinking you have a package waiting or your package is delayed, clicking on a link and giving up personal information.
Just last week.
What I say, they scamming, and they can't even get out the box in your mail.
She was fired from the Wayne County Jail because she blew the whistle on one of Sheriff Benny Napoleon's top guys.
The county says they let her go because she broke the rules. They blamed her for letting an inmate run his multi-million-dollar internet porn business out of his jail cell. 7 Action News investigator Heather Catalo has been digging into the case for 2 years, and it's finally set to go to trial on Monday.
Sheriff Benny Napoleon and a lot of his top commanders are about to find themselves under oath on the witness stand, and we've uncovered some critical records that raise serious doubts about the reasons that the Sheriff's Department has given for firing a jail employee. In the history of jail scandals in Michigan, it ranks among the most outrageous. A federal inmate caught using a laptop in a jail cell to run his multi-million-dollar porn business. When the case broke 2 years ago, the Wayne County Sheriff's Department could not point the finger fast enough.
In this specific instance, the system didn't break down. One individual failed the system.
The individual they blamed was Renee Newell, the former director of jail compliance.
She was in a position of authority and responsible for monitoring the activities of certain inmates.
Newell says the laptop scandal wasn't the only thing sheriff's officials tried to pin on her. As part of her whistleblower lawsuit, Newell says she was targeted when she crossed one of Sheriff Benny Napoleon's top guys, the chief of the Wayne County Jail, Jeriel Hurd. Newell reported to her boss that Hurd had improperly hired this woman, Tiffany Burgess, to work in the jail. Newell told her superiors he was violating the rules by using money from the jail commissary to pay her $45,000 salary. Curiously, within hours of Newell making that report, she became the focus of an internal affairs investigation.
I knew at that point that there was some type of setup going on.
During her interrogation, Newell says she was grilled about that laptop porn business. Her answer to the investigators?
That inmate being allowed to have that laptop came from Jeriel Hurd.
Incredibly, even after Newell was publicly blamed, Chief Hurd admitted he is the one who approved that laptop.
Why did you authorize Francis Schrock to have a laptop in the jail?
Oh, that's easy. Because the federal detainee was acting as his own attorney. He needed access to information to represent himself. So I consulted with the U.S. Marshal Service, and they had no objection.
But that's not true. According to court documents I uncovered, the U.S. Marshals did not approve that laptop, and the feds called the decision to provide the computer highly unorthodox. So why was Newell fired? According to court records, the official reason was she failed to tell her bosses that her half-brother had been locked up in the jail. But that doesn't hold up because this internal affairs report says she actually did tell her bosses.
I did nothing wrong. And that's why I felt that it was so unfair that I would be discharged.
This all brings us back to Newell's theory and the basis for her lawsuit, that she was fired and shamed for blowing the whistle on the hiring of Tiffany Burgess. In addition to Newell's allegations that Hurd did not get the proper approval for Burgess's hiring, Newell had also been told that Burgess was Hurd's niece. The county denies that Burgess is related to Hurd and said Newell's firing had nothing to do with that.
She was an at-will employee, an appointee of the sheriff that was engaged in wrongdoing, and she was held accountable for it.
So why did the county block out this line in an email that Burgess sent to Chief Hurd, touting her job experience? After we pushed them, they finally gave us the right version of the email, where you can clearly see Burgess signing off saying, "Thank you so very much, Uncle Jerry."
Is she a relative or a close personal friend of yours?
Absolutely not.
Do you have any outside relationship with her outside of work?
Never.
Or her family?
Her family? I knew her family when she was a child, and her father was the president of the PTA that one of my children attended elementary school.
So was there anything inappropriate about her hiring?
Absolutely not. Nothing illegal, immoral, or unethical.
Tiffany Burgess told me she is not a blood relative of Jeriel Hurd and says she was hired because of her qualifications, but her contract was not renewed. Her hiring and the role that the sheriff and others played in Newell's dismissal will take center stage on Monday when her whistleblower lawsuit plays out in court. Of course, we'll be there to bring you all the details. I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.
She might be getting a little settlement money. Jail cell porn business. Wow. Guess what? I got business to do too. You guys do too. But I will be back tomorrow to discuss more hot topics. Peace.